Hope you're having a great Friday. Yeah, I know we had some sprinkles. Wouldn't even call it drizzles, just some sprinkles roll in because our temperatures been much better than what we've had a couple of days. So let's go with what to watch for, not only through the weekend, but almost take us into the middle of next week. Kind of did a little amendum here, sprinkles rolling through, but we're still going to make it into the high Fridays for not only today, but also, if not the 60s on Saturday. So let's call it a great looking weekend. Now remember, we got some Gulf moisture that's eventually going to show up. So by the middle of next week, just as we close out the month of March, we're actually going to see these numbers. In fact, this monthly total, that may increase to upwards of 3 inches, which really is not far off from our average. Go back about 2 years ago when we had the record-setting rain for both March and April. We're a far cry away from that. But here's the nice thing, coming off of our back-to-back days in the 40s, we actually opened up Friday around 40 degrees. At least we're able to get back, say similar to temperatures that we had Monday and Tuesday. But also, too, the big factor compared to Monday and Tuesday, the clouds rolled in, but we're seeing some patches of blue sky, especially compared to where we were earlier this week. Do have some light rain coming down there at Joplin Regional Airport, sitting at comfortable 51 degrees. This is going to be our key factor for the afternoon, as that wind is now completing its shift and beginning to work in from the north. And that is exactly what happened to this low pressure system, because I wanted to point out the red flag warnings that we had here through north central Kansas that then extend up from Nebraska all the way through the Great Plains. And what happened is red flag warning, very low humidity, very high wind, elevated fire conditions. So how in the world would that spark rain along here? Well, what it did is that system just kind of blocked everything out. Said you got to go somewhere, but you can't come here, and said you can make your way down to the southeast. And that's why that thing dropped right from I-70 early this morning right through us. Now, it didn't have a whole lot of moisture in it because it was so dry in the upper plains, but it had enough energy to give us some raindrops, just trace amounts, and this will be done here by the early afternoon hours. Not going to amount to anything, and we certainly haven't picked up any thunder or lightning associated with it. So let's talk about our wind, because now that the arrows have completed their shift, we're seeing double digits, and these are not wind gusts. These are the sustained winds at 17 miles per hour at Martin Johnson Airport in Chanute, 15 in Nevada. And so as we work down to the south in Joplin and Grove and even Springfield right there, we'll see those numbers increase for this evening into tonight. These are those red flag warnings that I was talking about that forced our system down. Combo that with the high wind warnings run all the way to the Canadian border. Scattered flood warnings along the southeast, but our flood warning, specifically the one for the Little Osage River in Vernon County, it has been lifted. So we are headed in the right direction. And as we see this thing follow off to the jet stream, some welcome relief along the mid-Atlantic. They finally are done with their storm system. And really everything beginning to clear off in the Northeast and New England too. This is reminiscent of what we had about 3 weeks ago when we would look at the contiguous 48 as a whole and go, everybody finally gets a little break from Mother Nature. Here's your dividing line of the warmer temperatures. Say stretch here from about Oregon into Idaho, and then make that dividing line right through the Arklatex region, because what we'll see is that southwest warmth come up and be here just in time for not only the end of our weekend, but also too the beginning of next week. Now, that being said, overnight, with our lack of cloud cover, we're still going to drop down to the 30s. But as we progress into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, you see that 10% chance for Saturday. That's going to be the southern portion of southwest Missouri. Sprinkles, just like today. And then Sunday, close to 70. Monday and Tuesday, close to 80. Tanya, Tuesday is really what I want to focus on. And I want everybody to have a marvelous weekend. Tuesday is when we begin to gather Gulf moisture, and then it's going to hang over us. And it's going to want to go somewhere. And so that's why we have that thunderstorm activity that's created Tuesday night into Wednesday morning with a little bit of a cold front on the backside.
But that 10% chance tomorrow shouldn't be a concern for anybody.
Don't let that change your plans at all.
All right, because I know people are itching to get outdoors.
Enjoy that fresh air, garden weather. Probably not. I was going to say mowing weather. It's probably still too wet to get any of that done, to be honest with you. Coming off of this week.
Yeah, we need to dry first. Maybe by Monday.
Very good point. Got a chance to squeeze it in Monday, Tuesday, early evening.
Yeah, but all this rain, it's going to make it start growing, that's for sure.
Yeah, it will. It'll be beautiful.